Welcome back to Grammar Fundamentals for the SAT. This is Chapter 11, Lesson 81, our last lesson on the comma. These two uses show up constantly in dialogue and in letters. Today, commas in direct address and in tag questions. Let's start with direct address. That's when you name the person you're speaking to, and you set that name off with commas. Yuji, did you write this poem? The name Yuji comes first, so it gets a comma after it. When the name lands in the middle, it gets a comma on each side. You can do it, Jerry, if you practice. The name Jerry is fenced off on both sides. And at the end, welcome home, my friend, it just needs the comma before it. Next, the tag question, a short question tacked onto the end of a statement, and it's always set off with a comma. The store opens at 10, doesn't it? The statement comes first, then a comma, then the little tag, doesn't it? You haven't been here before, have you? Again, statement, comma, tag. Those tags, isn't it, won't you, didn't you, have you, always get that comma before them. Finally, letters. 3 spots take a comma. Use a comma after the salutation of a friendly letter. Dear Herb, comma. Use a comma after the closing of any letter. Sincerely, comma, or yours truly, comma. And in the heading, put a comma between the city and the state, and between the day and the year, just like the dates we did last lesson. Greeting, closing, and heading. Those are your 3 comma spots in a letter. Let's practice. Decide whether each sentence needs a comma added or is already correct. Look for a name spoken to or a tag at the end. Pause and try each. Welcome to your new home, my friend. The direct address, my friend, is already set off with a comma before it, so nothing is missing. So the answer is correct as is. Sachi, you'll be surprised to hear that Mona has moved too. The name Sachi is direct address at the start, so it must be followed by a comma. So the answer is needs a comma. Writing to you will improve my computer skills, won't it? The tag question, won't it, is tacked on the end, so it needs a comma before it. So the answer is needs a comma. 3 more. Each sentence is missing 1 comma for direct address or a tag question. Decide where it belongs. Pause and try each. Marcy, have you written to Sachi lately? The name Marcy is direct address at the start, so the comma goes right after it. So the answer is comma after Marcy. But the trip on the lake freighter was neat, wasn't it? The tag wasn't it comes after the statement, so the comma falls after neat. So the answer is comma after neat. You were the first in our class to have an email address, weren't you? The tag weren't you follows the statement, so the comma goes after address. So the answer is comma after address. Let's wrap up, and with it, our work on the comma. When you name the person you're speaking to, that's direct address, and you set the name off with commas. When you tack a short question onto the end of a statement, that's a tag question, and a comma comes before it. And in letters, use a comma after a friendly greeting, after any closing, and in the heading between city and state, and between day and year. That completes Chapter 11's comma rules. Great work. In Lesson 82, we'll move on to the semicolon and the colon.